What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. Guys, it has arrived, the first official trailer for Marvel's Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It finally dropped and it looks amazing. And while the trailer doesn't show us too much, they certainly give us enough to talk about, be it new characters, locations, or connections to past Marvel films. So here to fill you in on some of those Easter eggs that you may not have caught in that first trailer, I'm Taylor McWatters. Let's dive in. Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, and the screenplay is written by David Callahan. Now, it stars Simu Liu, who you recognize from CBC's Kim Convenience as Marvel's first Asian superhero. Now, as a child, Simu himself would actually look up to actors and performers like Jackie Chan and Jet Li. So much so, in fact, that the actor became a skilled martial artist and a gymnast in real life. And if you watch Kim's Convenience, he's pretty good at shooting hoop too. He's trained in Taekwondo and Wing Chun. That plus his skill set in gymnastics, I mean, this guy was literally made for the role, and he's super excited, and we are too. Shang-Chi first entered the world of comics back in Special Marvel Edition issue 15, back in 1973. He was raised by his father to become an assassin. Now, his father, of course, being the immortal crime lord and sorcerer Fu Manchu. Now, in the movie, it's gonna play a little differently than the comics. His father in this film is set to be the Mandarin. I mean, not just Guy Pearce, like the actual character, the Mandarin. Shang-Chi is a master of weapons. He knows all of your pressure points and which ones hurt the most. But his Chi control is what sets him apart from your average teenage brawler. He can control and channel his inner Chi, which in turn gives him strength, agility, and durability. But who is this Mandarin guy I was talking about? Why is it not Guy Pearce? Who is it supposed to be? Well, the Mandarin first made his appearance in Tales of Suspense issue 50. While he was exploring the inside of a cave in the Valley of the Spirits, he found an alien ship with the passenger still alive, and inside, the passenger named Axon Carr. And while he was poking around this alien ship, he saw 10 rings. These powerful rings, each presenting a new, unique ability, able to control a different life force. And so he took them because he's a villain and we need things to happen. He took them after finishing off the pilot, and then he began studying these rings and mastering them. So if he wears them all at once, his mind will be reached by the spirits trapped within those rings. So this movie should be quite the spectacle, whatever route they decide to take with these rings. In the trailer, it looks like they're actually bands, but that could be something completely different. Who knows? But there are 5 on each hand, so coincidence? Maybe. The 10 rings aren't just physical items either. No, it's also the name of the evil organization that was working alongside Obadiah Stane way back in Iron Man 1, back in 2008. So they've been around for a while, and you've actually seen their logo quite a bit, you probably just didn't realize. So back when Obadiah sold Stark's weapons to them, and of course they were the ones who held Stark captive in the cave, you can actually see their logo in the background during the ransom video with Tony Stark. And you can also see it briefly in Ant-Man as a neck tattoo. Now, a member of the 10 Rings was also seen in Iron Man 2. This is when Ivan Vanko had the pleasure of being assisted to Monaco with this trusty, shady character that was actually a member of the 10 Rings. And of course, the entire plot of Iron Man 3 was centered around this organization and the Mandarin, but it ended up that the Mandarin was just an actor, just a straight up waste of Ben Kingsley's talents. It's awesome, that was great. But it's all good, it's fine, because now we're really getting to see the Mandarin. This time around, it's not played by Ben Kingsley, this time it's played by Tony Leung. And this time he won't be crushing cold ones and watching TV. He's actually quite upset at Trevor for stealing his name, so it is still canon with the Marvel Universe. We also get our first look at Katie, a new character played by Awkwafina. She gets thrown into the mix, and in an interview with Insider, Awkwafina stated herself that she can't really say much about the role, but what she can say is that she is thrust into a world where she doesn't really know what to do. And at the same time, she's discovering things about herself. Now, I loved her in Ocean's 8, and she's amazing in Crazy Rich Asians, so I can't wait to see what she does in here. It'll be great. It'll be hilarious. The fight choreo looks absolutely nuts. A highlight in this trailer was, of course, that bus scene, but we also get to see our first look at Razor Fist during those clips. Now, there have been a few different versions of Razor Fist in the comics, so it's hard to say which we're gonna get. We also get our first look at Death Dealer, aka Li Qing, who made their first appearance back in Master of Kung Fu number 115. We also know that Fin Fang Foom is rumored to make an appearance in this movie, so maybe we'll get this glorious opening sequence with the Great Protector in there as well. I mean, the film is supposed to take place after the snap, and we'll touch on the happenings during that dark period, so perhaps we'll get a tie-in with Clint's time as Ronin from Endgame, because we for sure need to see more of that side as well, because the fight choreo and the cinematography in that part of Avengers Endgame was so good. Guys, what are you looking forward to the most this September when Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings hits theaters? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching Top 10 Nerd. I've been your host, Taylor McWatters, and we'll see you next time. Bye.